to the Ol Headz Podcast. This is grown folks' business. Time to check the culture. I'm tired of sucker shit is over. I'm tired of it. Ol Headz taking over. We tired of it. Cause we tired of the bullshit. We tired of the bullshit. Time to check the culture. I'm tired of it. Sucker shit is over. I'm tired of it. Ol Headz taking over. We tired of it. Cause we tired of the bullshit.
Hey, I got him off quick. Yeah, welcome to the Ol Headz Podcast, episode 9. This is our 9th one, which is actually sounds kind of crazy. Yeah, man, happy to be here. Another great week. How you feeling today, Bob?
I feel good. I feel good. Ain't nothing to it. I ain't get to watch no football, but I'm not really that interested. But I did hear that them Broncos went down. So that does wonders for my heart, my Chiefs heart over here.
I dig it.
But ain't nothing popping, man. Just still working on the music as usual.
Yeah.
It got cold out there today or yesterday. We just started getting all that good snow, and man, I've been shoveling and realizing that I need to get my butt back serious about my diet and my working out again, because I've been slacking.
That's good.
So I ain't started on my New Year's yet. Yeah. Have you?
I did get in the I did get in the sauna, which actually was really great. I actually liked it. I was worried. That's why it took me so long, because when I was a kid and I get in the sauna, I feel like I can't breathe and I'll be wanting to get out that thing. But I didn't feel like this time, and I felt kind of rejuvenated coming out of there.
Yeah.
So that was dope. And so, but I also, I had a little, I wasn't feeling right. My shoulder wasn't right. I just kind of wanted to get back to normal before I did anything. And, shoveling snow, I hurt myself on some books. I ain't trying to get out there and hurt myself again,
Yeah, I thought I was getting ready to go out here and help the old folks in the neighborhood till I went out there and shovel my shit and realized I was one of them. Somebody should be coming over to my house and be shoveling my stove.
You said, wait a minute, I am old folks.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, so, yeah, man, right before we turned on, we were listening to some industry studios era music, and, we won't get into that, but, it was a I don't know what the word. It's a special time for me. It was definitely, had its ups and downs, pros and cons, but there's an unmatched energy that just comes from that raw hunger and people chasing after it and people seeing, oh, we're close, so let's go harder. We did an ungodly amount of music there. But my guy J-Rock, rest in peace, he did an album. We finished the album right before he passed. And, I don't listen to it often, but, he's got a verse in there about me when I almost lost my life, and it was like, it always touches me, and it popped on right before we turned the camera on. And so it kind of, I don't know if it brought my mood down, but it's definitely a heavy every time it happens.
Well, I think the good thing about playing J-Rock is ain't we supposed to be talking about legacy or something like that?
Yes, we are.
So, with the heavyweights and J-Rock, them brothers had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
a lot of positive energy. They brought a lot of people together that didn't even like each other,
Yeah.
you know, and they made it possible. Not that we wasn't going to record, because we was going to record no matter where we was at, but to get all them heavyweights and ain't nobody really made nothing of themselves other than Rich, right?
Well,
I mean, there's some other dudes.
I mean, from when I was over there, just the different people that came through that door. I saw George Clinton. I saw, Young Buck. I saw Jay Diggs. I saw Ron. Rich,
Now I
Boy
didn't know
Big,
that. How did I miss out on the Ron? Because that's my
because he
dude.
just popped in, and because
Oh, okay.
Ron had things going on. You could kind of feel it, but I think I don't know who he came to record with, but it was a unique spot in Kansas City where you got the Kansas dudes and the Missouri dudes working together, coming together, hanging out all day. The parking lot was a story in itself most
Yeah,
of the time.
oh yeah. You can go there and really just catch up on a lot of game. I like to tell this story about how Rich did me up in there, because I'm fresh out the joint.
When he says Rich, we mean Rich the Factor.
Yeah, Rich the Factor,
Yeah.
boy. He and I don't even mean to be calling his name like that, because I know he personal.
Yeah.
He don't play that shit, right? But he ain't gonna mind me saying this shit, because real is real.
Yeah.
But I just get out the joint and my gear ain't really together.
Yeah.
And I got the FUBU busing from yesteryear, because that shit was dope when I left, right?
Yeah.
And I came home and I had my FUBU. I hadn't been shopping. My girl did some shopping, but it wasn't no real G shopping,
Yeah.
So I had the FUBU on. I thought I was clean and Kansas City ready. And I thought I was Kansas City ready. And you let me go down there dressed like that. And so we up in there, and Rich like to crack jokes.
Yeah.
He very funny dude.
He is.
And that nigga took to me so quick.
Yeah.
And he said something about niggas wearing FUBU, and he started chuckling. And I said, "Oh, god damn." I'm looking around. I said, "Oh, that's me." I said, "Ooh." And then so I said, "Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm wearing FUBU. I don't really know what's happening out here with they post, but I ain't never been no fashion dude, right?
Yeah.
Like we kind of like skateboard hippie type dudes. We just
it tickles a little bit coming from him though. Like
it pinches. It pinches. I'm fresh out. I ain't, because I know who he is and what he means to the local hip hop scene.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, ooh. But I understood it was love and it wasn't nothing personal. You feel me? And then the next time, because you remember I was trying to learn how to roll blunts. And so I just you actually taught me how to roll blunts.
Really?
You did. I don't know if you remember this, but this was industry studio. You was working, and you was like, not that you was like, I was just determined to roll blunts because it looked kind of girly to have your nigga rolling your blunts and shit, right? So I was trying to really roll, and I was like using all that licking and shit, right? And that nigga Rich said, "Yeah, I don't like all that licking on my blunts." I don't know if it was. I think he just let us know that he wasn't smoking on that motherfucker, because it was like, and I was like, damn. But anyway, that's my industry studio, Rich the Factor story.
Yeah, and really, this just kind of what happened before the camera got turned on. Like it kind of switched my mood, and we were in our industry studios time. So shout out to every single one of my brothers from that time, man.
And rest in peace, Maestro.
Rest in peace, J Rock.
Because J Rock for
rest
sure.
in peace, Slicks Gotcha.
Yeah. It was some people from that era that I mean shit got real. It was gangster kind of.
It was being a Lawrence dude, It's definitely different. I'll tell you that. But I learned a lot, man. And really what I want to honor about that time is really the spirit and the energy, man. We had a lot of great music. They actually speak about that place as if it's legendary, right?
So we had me, KP. I'm just one think of the
For
Lawrence
Lawrence,
cats.
so you, KP, CZ,
I thought so. CZ.
um,
Come on now. I know.
at that time, I guess I kind of would have considered Diamond Lawrence, but
He's kind of
because he
Kansas
was living
City,
in
but he
Lawrence,
was
and that's
living
where
in
I met
Lawrence.
him. So, but that was really it. I could think maybe a couple. KP did a couple albums up there, and his homie Joel. So Joel did some
Yep.
stuff up there.
Joe White. I remember
Yeah,
that because his last name White.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I'd have to think really, but
But the music was good.
yeah,
The level got real good at that moment.
it
And
did.
and I could say that. Now I always had you and your beats, and then we had Neo Star beats.
Yeah.
And who else had beats back then?
Everybody and their mama.
But did we actually chose though and fool with? Because everybody got
Yeah.
beats, but everybody don't got them beats that you can actually use. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I mean that's just kind of, these first 30 minutes we just kind of bounce around and talk about the week. I definitely don't want to get political. I like, but man,
you gonna give? I don't want to get
I'll
political.
just say this.
Nah, don't get
It
political.
gets to a point, man. Like, oh, what are we doing out here? Like,
All right, so yeah, I ain't been on no politics. I can't even jump on the news for real.
yeah.
Cause I seen they was doing some shit up in Minneapolis again. And I just I don't want to get scared of my life and get to thinking it's
Yeah.
coming to my front porch. So I just would rather smoke a blunt, come down here, make some music. And if the SS troopers show up at my goddamn door tripping, then I'm just gonna go to jail and see what the fuck
Yeah,
goes
see what's
on.
going on
You
behind the
know,
scenes.
behind the
Actually.
scenes, I'm gonna just be
Yeah.
like, hands up, hey, what's happening? I ain't do
Yeah.
nothing to nobody. Take me on to jail. Let me see what the fuck goes on.
Yeah.
And because it is some craziness, but so
It
what?
is.
What I'm gonna do about it?
Yeah, no doubt. And what I would like to kind of highlight for that is, and I've been thinking about this kind of all week to kind of make this point this week. So I think it's a great point. It's like, remember this, man. Where focus goes, energy flows, right? And what does that mean? So if you sit there and watch the TV all day and the news and you're on social media in the comment sections and you're super engaged. I think Leah had a great post kind of about this earlier this week, and it's kind of a choice that you make because that stuff's going on regardless,
Yeah,
right? And in today's world, there's so much disinformation. Information is coming so fast. A lot of the times, you think you know what's going on, and then you hear later, it's like, no, it had nothing. It was nothing like that. So it's like it's very easy to get focused on that stuff and kind of drive yourself into like almost a overstimulated frenzy, where now that you're focusing that's where your energy goes. And remember we talked about the lens that you're looking through, right? You're going like if we did that exercise where it's like close your eyes and or find everything in the room that's red, right? That's the focus thing, and even if you're super engaged and you feel like you need to get out here and do something, at least take the time to unplug sometimes and to realize that there's other things out here. Joy is what everyone always mistakes when they say happy, right? They say, I want to be happy. Really, what you want is to have joy, right? And joy can be found in a lot of different ways. And like, go do that, right? And focus on things that are actually going to build and compound in your life, right? So that would be my advice to that, right? And that's I turned off the news and stuff a long time ago. I used to be big CNN, listen to NPR in the car, and I would know everything. Nowadays, it is what it is. I'm like you. If the bomb is coming, let me know. Like if it's coming, let me know. But other than that, and we can kind of go into this. I think about when I was in middle school, bro, junior high at West Junior High. We had this situation where Martin Luther King Day was coming up, and some of the girls, the black kids, and like the African Black Student Union or whatever they had or whatever, wanted to do a assembly where they can do poems and shit like that, and the like the principals or whatever, the administration, they wouldn't let us do it because they brought a rock band earlier in the year for no reason, for us to just pull us out of class and go watch some rock band perform in the gym. It was weird, right? But now we want to do some shit. And so anyway, they kind of just left it alone. They asked and they got told no, but they weren't happy about it. And it kind of got to us. I don't remember. I feel like Sheldon was involved somehow. Like Sheldon came and was like, yo, this is what's going on. And me and the fellas was just like, you know what? It's Martin Luther King. So what did they do? They had sit-ins, and I'm sure part of it, we're teenage boys. Part of it is we don't got to go to class, but we about to sit out here and not go to class until y'all give us an assembly, And it started with about 10 of us, right? Long story short, by the time it was over, it was like maybe two, maybe me and Damien and somebody else, right? I don't know. Wee maybe. Yeah, me, Damien, and Wee probably were the last ones. But they gave us our assemblies, whatever. But I realized at that point in time, everybody talks like they're down for the movement or like they're gonna get active. But once things start getting hot, who's actually got the balls to sit there and stay there and do what they say they're gonna do? And there's not very many people, right? And we get involved, or I get involved in something. That's how I look at it, right? So it's not really for me to go out there and handle it that way, right?
Yeah. Well, for me, I look at it. I get too wrapped up into it. So mentally, I have to stay focused on some calm shit because I be wanting to do some shit like get violent. Like I get in my mind to where it's so much marching, so much begging, so much like so I feel like okay, you got people that want to do that type shit. And then you got people who know that their energy is a little too much. So they just need to sit back, relax. And if the time comes, then you get active. But then it's even scary then because you ain't ready. Yeah. Nigga, you ain't got nothing that these people got.
Yeah.
So what is you really doing? Because you just gonna hype yourself up to get killed.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like things like this right here, having open, raw conversations, starting to really change people's mindsets and allow people to, learn some things. And as we change our mindsets and learn some things, right? And it's like something like this can expand so quickly. If you've ever seen the movie Pay It Forward, right, and look at how fast that little kid, he just had an idea, right, and planting a seed and tending to it is another way to approach it. Everyone has their way, right? And don't get pulled into like thinking you need to do what someone else is doing. Do what feels right for you. And if that's jumping out there, jumping out in front of cars and really being boots on the ground, then I commend your courage and your willingness to, get out there. But for me, that's not
Hey
necessarily the
man,
way to go.
there was this situation that happened years ago here in Lawrence. So we got like a OG cat around here that was like this local legend,
Mhm.
right? And he was a local legend because during the Tiger Didale riots, he was one that was shooting at the police,
Mm.
right? Now, in the black community, uh, that that was like revered. You
Mm.
feel me?
Mhm.
And so I grew up thinking this man was like that guy. Nigga, why was I working at the motherfucking mental hospital and he up in this motherfucker like as a patient,
Mm.
and I go to shake his hand and tell him who I was and blah blah blah. And long story short, the man crazy in a motherfucker, right? So I'm thinking to myself then, I'm like, oh, so he really didn't have big balls. He
Mm.
just was crazy.
Mm.
Like this nigga was doing some like so now that I know he was a fucked up crazy man, now it changes my view on him shooting at the police.
Yeah.
Cause I thought he was standing up for this and that and this and that. But in reality, this nigga is a nut basket. You feel me? So
Well,
now
hold on, hold
what's
on,
so
hold on, hold on,
gangster
hold on, hold on,
about
hold on,
that?
hold on, hold on. There are a lot of people suffering from mental health.
I know I'm one of them. I'm
And
just saying.
yeah, like so, like I that you know,
I get it. I get it.
yeah,
I'm a little and I apologize
yeah,
for people that go through what they go through, but I ain't saying it to shame nobody or talk no crap. None of that. I'm saying it because it is an issue. And the things that you see as gangster when you young.
yeah. You don't know what a person's
So yeah,
actually
so
going
later
through.
on in life, you get to see these same people, and you be like, so what was so gangster about them? You know what I mean? And then you get to realize, no, he wasn't gangster. He was just he was just like just off. He wasn't medicated. He wasn't
Well,
really.
I can kind of bring this around. So, I got into reading a lot of books, and this kind of happened for me with Pimp C, right? Pimp. So if you know me, Pimp C's like my favorite producer. Um, I love that he sung the hooks. I love the swing of it. When I was young, I loved the motivation from the hustling. But when I read his books, I realized that, fam had some real severe problems. And so what we would see as bravado or of, oh, that's pimp being pimp, really he's having a manic episode and that man needed help. You know what I'm saying? But we egg it on. And like you said, sometimes, you know, it's actually a cry for help versus someone standing on business, or what we might see as. And, I think there's a lot to be said for just, being careful of really, you know, following anyone too close and revering anyone too high, because what I've learned in my little few years on this earth bouncing around is people disappoint you no matter who they are. People are just
Yeah,
disappointed by nature. And if you put a lot into that, it goes back to expectations. When we talk about expectations and setting up expectations, you put expectations in people. How many times every one of us, right? We come to a point where we're like, I expect people to treat me the way I treat them. And we all have made that expectation of ourselves.
yeah,
But everyone that said that at this point has realized that no, that's a horrible expectation, right?
yeah,
Because here's something that was powerful for me when I made this realization is, if you really look at it, we're all the main character in our own little movie that is our life. And all of us look at it from that perspective. Most people really don't know how to get away from that. So where you think, oh, they're thinking about me or they said this about me. Really, we're just like extras in most people's movies. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's like really focus on the ones where you're the second main character. You know what I mean? The a more important character in their movie, and you know they will tend to operate different. That's making your circle smaller. I do want to. I'll pass it to you right quick, but I do want to definitely shout out a bunch of people because we got a bunch of
All
different
right.
people here.
Well, so first off, you know, like I be if I get real about the things that I've done in the past that people want to act like was some G shit, I want to first off, if I'm being honest with myself, I was in a mental uh what I would consider now a mental fucked up mindset to where I just allowed myself to do these crash out type deals, including even when you think about hustling and slanging dope on the street. That's damn near like, like what are you doing?
Hmm.
You're not focused on, I mean, I know you're trying to get to your money, but you're not really headed in the direction you call yourself trying to go to because you stuck right here. You ain't moved no motherfucking where, you know. And I know every time I did it, it was me mentally just stuck.
Hmm.
So it's always about mental for me.
Yeah.
If you being negative, that's mental.
Yeah.
If you being gangster, which is kind of being negative, right? Like say you a G and you like to do whatever you like to do. You're a tough dude.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hustler. When they say you're a hustler, that means you sell drugs or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it means. It used to mean that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause now when I say I'm a hustler, it don't mean that.
Yeah.
I like to just refer to it because, you trying to get to the money. But when you say you're a hustler and you're mentally fucked up, it just I'm selling drugs. But in order to sell drugs, you got to be a part of somebody else's downfall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so somebody that's down on their luck or having a mental disorder, or, what I mean, now you part of that shit. Like, so you just got to get the fuck away from all of it. Just to wash yourself clean of it.
Mm.
So you can mentally move on.
Yeah. It all really, if we go over these last 9 episodes, I think we've touched on a lot of it, bro. And even going back to just what you focus on, right? And let's break that down to a little simpler way of looking at it, right? So if you tell yourself I'm a hustler, I'm a gangster, I'm a hustler, I'm a gangster, that's your mind focusing on that. And you might even say the words. And I've done it, you've done it, you know what I mean? The rappers do it every day, you know, but that's a form of focus, right? So I want to make sure I say that. So what comes along with that? So now I got to present myself as that. I have to talk like that. I have to dress like that. Now you see where that small little focus has now turned into energy that you expend, right? So now it becomes clothes and an attitude and a way of walking. And now at some point, you're gonna have to stand on it.
Yeah,
And
that
and it
part.
and it may not be really who you are. It's just something you told yourself, right? And see, because I like to, I'm what I like to call a solution oriented person, right? So when I started thinking about, okay, how do I break this mindset? How do I change? How do I start to not think like this anymore? I broke it all the way down to simple, you know, the words we say, you know, become our habits. And what's the how do I say I'm gonna forget it in the
Words become your habits, and your habits
have
become
become
your
your
actions.
actions, and your
Your actions
actions
become
become
who you are.
which in turn shapes your destiny.
That's right.
Right? So you can break it down to just the story that you tell yourself and the conversation that you have in your head. And if when I say you can change the meaning at any point, I've changed the meaning in my head from I'm not a gangster. I'm actually, an intellectual, a forward thinker, a musician, a
Hold
friend.
on, hold
Like, and
on.
that's a story I can change, and I
And
did.
dig this. This is the main thing, even for the gangsters. Cause I can't wait to get to this one. I feel like you skipped on me, and I hope it's the next episode. But I feel like, why are we still even having that conversation? The gangster shit. Can we grow the fuck up at some point?
Yeah,
You know, uh, and no disrespect to any of my homies just in my family, because I got people. But at this point, if you on my motherfucker page, it's just because I love you.
yeah,
Because I swear to God, I don't respect none of that shit in no kind of form way. The only reason you still on my Facebook is because I got hopes, because I love you, and I got hopes that you actually are going to grow out of that at some point. But at some point, if I see you so goddamn gangster, ain't no coming back, I'm goddamn blocking, I'm ignoring, I'm doing the whole thing, because that ain't what I want around my family and kids. See, if I can't bring it around my kids, my grandkids, my woman, my family,
uh-huh.
including my own family members. I'm not just talking about uh partners.
Yeah,
I'm talking about family that's destructive. If you destructive, then I don't know. I can't have it.
yeah. I think
Not in my environment.
that's where the boundaries come in.
You know.
But also, you know, I think for me, I kind of got to a point where it's like, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Everyone is walking their own journey, but that doesn't mean I have to make your issues my issues. You know, it's how I ended up kind of getting over racism in my life. I when I was in YCAT, they had me with a gang leader that was like the white supremacist gang leader, and like over a course of weeks, or I don't know how long it was, like we would have conversations, and I just realized that, like, I don't have to, just because you woke up today mad at the world and you chose to be gangster, racist, uh, what, opposite from me politically, whatever, right? And that's how your day started out. The moment I respond, pay attention, feed into, I've now made your issue my issue,
Yeah.
right? And I I almost have too much pride for that to allow people to move me like that, because you're pissed off. Now all of a sudden I slap the shit out of you, and now it's created problems for me. And it's like it that way of looking at it has really helped me, bro, because it's like I feel like I'm a chess player that's playing someone that doesn't really know how to play the game, and I just let them trick me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's like I know better than that, right?
Kind of
Because
like the little shit I got into just not too long ago.
right,
You know how bad I felt when somebody told me dude was like suicidal or some shit like that.
yeah,
And I got to thinking to myself, like, wow, how ugly could this get? You get baited in by a motherfucker who don't even care about his own life.
yeah,
You dig?
yeah,
So he's suicidal. I go do something to him, fulfill his dream, and now here I done involve myself in his suicide. The fuck kind of
And
shit is
simply,
that?
and it go. I hate to do it, but I'm trying to anchor it in for everybody, right? That goes right back to it, like where focus goes, energy flows. As soon as you start focusing, what does that look like? That's reading the messages, right? Continuing, posting
Yeah,
something,
cause once I
like
blocked it, it's been I ain't even
right.
yeah.
As soon as you start focusing, now he might make a post that doesn't have anything to do with you, but because you're focusing on it, you read into it. Now it creates a and we have to, as all of us as just grown folks, start really taking accountability. And I'm not talking about your situation. I'm just talking about overall. Like we have to start taking accountability for our part that we play in that shit. You don't have to put yourself and make someone else's issue your issue, right? And if you do, you have to take accountability for that and realize that you do have choices here, right? And sometimes the choice, you walk away, then this voice in your head says, "Oh, punk ass, look at you. You scared now? Now the voice shows up." But remember, we talked about that too. That's just an organ in your body. That is not you. That voice is not you. You're the one that hears it, right? So remember that, right? Like, so sometimes it is hard to walk away, but you're not going to take yourself out of it for not doing that because you damn well could, you know?
Yeah, man. I appreciate the platform, and I actually just for me, I just want to make myself vulnerable to the platform.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't mind just coming up off of my emotions and my feelings and my past. You feel me? And just making myself an example. Um, just as the same thing you're doing, because you keep involving your stories, what I mean, to use as an example. And I think it's important that we keep, what I mean, like make that message loud and clear, what I mean, and it's not offensive or not trying to be offensive to people because we have a view that may be different. It's just letting folks know that, hey, the way you feel ain't the way I gotta feel. You
Yep.
feel me?
Yep.
So, cause, like I got a partner, Kane, he a Muslim and I'm a Christian.
Mhm.
Okay. And that was kind of hard to say because I haven't claimed that in a minute.
Mhm.
But if I was to say I was something, I'm a Christian. Okay. Because I'm really just me.
Yep.
But I grew up in the Christianity, as did you. And that's our religion that we grew up in. And so my friend was Muslim.
Mhm.
And you know how they put one against the other.
Yep.
But you got a friend that you actually is a real good friend. You really feeling him in, but he got his views and I got mine.
Yep.
And even though I don't feel what you feel, like, bruh, miss me with that. But you entitled to feel that way. But at the same time, miss me with that.
Mhm.
You feel me? But there's a respect there that you have the right to feel the way you feel, and I have the right to feel the way I feel, regardless of if you think what you saying is the truth and I'm saying what I'm saying is the truth. We clearly feel different, but you still my dog. You know?
And I feel like, all of us can take a little bit more of that and just letting people feel how they feel, you know? Like we're in this day and age where like I said, information moves so fast and comes in so at such a high volume that we don't really value it the same. You know what I mean? So like, you may not understand why a person feels how they feel and how they got there. You know, like with that white supremacist kid, I realized he was raised in a way that all the men that he knew in his life had these beliefs. He literally didn't know it was wrong because nobody told him. And anytime he had an opportunity, say he encountered a black kid in his school or whatever, they knew him, his family. So it automatically turned confrontational. So he literally never had no one be like, hey, bro, you know that shit's wrong, right? You know it don't even make sense, fam. Like, and it took me a while, but I realized then some people don't know. And if everyone approaches them confrontationally and no one sits down and ever has a conversation and just accepts that, okay, we don't see shit the same and I don't agree, and some of the shit you say offends me, you know. But it's why I checked out of politics in this, you know, last few administrations, is because both sides got so like loud and confrontational that you could never get anyone to give you a rational explanation.
You know what was cool about Obama when he first came is that he used that against everybody.
Yeah.
And for the first time, we had a man with the brain up there, like letting people fight and look stupid,
Yeah.
right? Because I was thinking to myself, this nigga ain't getting ready to win.
Yeah.
But because that was Hillary's presidency. And he came up there and just let her put her foot in her mouth and let all the rest of them put their foot in their mouth. And then he came back with some good, reasonable, and you was just like, wow. And then so you became a hero, or Obama became your like hero because you said, okay, damn, okay, it can happen. You had a little hope, right? You was getting all worked up about it. Then here come Trump. Said that nigga ain't from here.
Mm-hmm.
He African. He remember they was calling him Obama, Osama bin you know, they was doing all that shit. So then you started seeing the division in our country, right? And once I seen it, you couldn't unsee it, you know? And it made me real leery at that point because all this shit that we looking at right now, I seen this because he like the second coming of Hitler almost, you know?
Well, one thing we don't want to do is get political on this show.
Okay,
So
okay.
let's get to, you know, and it's 6:43, which we got like 17 minutes left. But I definitely want to shout out some people. Terry Cargo, you know, thank you for tapping in, brother. Miss Leah Weisman, always add to the conversation. Mark Hillrich, which is actually Reese. What's up, Reese? Zach Bullock, I saw you, man. Ezra Hines, my brother. I just want to acknowledge all the people I saw, man. Thank you for tapping in. You know, we at this point, you know, just kind of go and we let the conversation guide itself, and we haven't even gotten to our topics for today, which, you know, is real simple to me. And I'll go ahead and read this out right quick, Bob. So in episode 9, you know, we're talking about purpose, legacy, and responsibility. You know, at some point in life, the questions change. It's no longer what do I want, becomes what am I responsible for? What did I leave? In purpose, legacy, and responsibility, we take a hard, honest look at what it means to live with intention once you've gained a little wisdom, perspective, and experience. It's not about chasing purpose, it's about owning it. So, you know, I'm not going to read the list, but the conversation is for anyone who's reached a point in life where success alone doesn't feel like it's enough and meaning matters more. If you've done the work, if you've learned the lessons, if you're asking what comes next, that's what we're talking about here. And I will definitely jump this one off. You know, I'm a firm believer that we all need a why. Why is the purpose? And at some point, like it said in the intro, in the description, it becomes bigger than money and accomplishments and accolades and trophies. And, you know, and it definitely has happened for me because I've made this switch in my life where it's now I'm worried about legacy and what am I leaving when, as I'm looking at the clock, I'm on the other side of that shit, you know. My
Yeah.
if this is one of them sand things,
Yeah, that
hourglass.
motherfucker's fuller at the bottom than what's
Yes, it
left.
is,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And I know that, so it's like, okay, cool, no problem. It's been a hell of a ride, but also, what am I leaving? What did I do? When I'm gone, y'all gonna stop talking about me after a few months? And once the t-shirt fades, you know what I'm saying? Like, or did I leave enough for my presence and my existence here on this earth matter, and that's the legacy thing. That's why we're sitting here doing this, right? Me and Bob talk about this all the time, right? With our music, it's not to be some famous rappers or to be done, none of that shit. We do it to leave our thoughts, our ideas for our kids, for our people. So when we're gone, there's something here, you know. So we're firm believers in the power of legacy and making that switch. And where focus goes, energy flows once again, right? And that's why we have 9 episodes of this Old Heads podcast, because we're taking responsibility, we're stepping into our purpose, and we're focused on our legacy. And what does that look like for you, right?
Yeah.
So I'll pass it to you, sir.
Yeah, my legacy must be the best I could do. And it wasn't always great, but it was always in my mind the best I could do.
Yeah.
So I had a meager existence as a child, and I had not the best circumstances.
Yep.
So I'm not making excuses. What I'm doing is I'm telling the story for myself because I don't want nobody else to tell it. I don't want my criminal history, even though I got it expunged. I don't want that to be my story. You feel me? So my story got to be what I make it. And therefore I have to push this effort. The effort means when I was a big old fat boy, I want my kids to be able to look at me and say, my daddy lost weight like it was nothing, because I want them to know they got that in them. You feel me? And the example you set is your legacy, And so with all this music, I don't, realistically, is a 54-year-old nigga getting ready to do some kind of blowing up. I'm gonna dream big. I ain't gonna let a motherfucker tell me I can't. But what they gonna see is that I'm gonna bring them some good shit, and I'm gonna keep going long as I can keep going. And they gonna know it's in them.
Well, the biggest part of that, and I'll go back to it, is the purpose part. It's the why. Why are you doing it, right? And I know why you're doing it, but like if look at anything any of us are doing. Why if you're doing it and the main reason is money, that's not a good purpose.
Oh, this one. This the one I can't stand. When you go and do it just to be doing it for vanity purposes. Going to perform just to see how many women give you attention, how many dudes give you attention. Like, I call that practice.
Yeah.
That I always treated shows that we ain't really eating off of as just way to get out here and get over the butterflies. Again, I'm doing it for me. I ain't doing it for them.
And that's the why
I'm
part.
doing
Yeah.
it for me because I know I get nervous.
Yeah.
And so I want to get on stage and be able to know what it's like to shake the butterflies off, you feel me? And go through with my performance
Yeah.
and do a great job and make people really buy into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know.
So we got some conversation here in the chat. So Leah said legacy work, creating, leading, building something that lives, sustains, and grows without you, beyond you, despite you. To leave a true legacy, you have to be incredibly humble. You have to care more about the future, more about future generation, folks you'll never meet or know. This means big efforts and work and sacrifice on your part that impact in amazing ways, in ways that you likely may never experience or see come to fruition. She types too much. LOL. Um, so I love that. You know, it's that switch, right? Where the accolades and the awards and the money or whatever, because whatever that may be, right? Like employee of the
Yeah.
month, or I was at this job for 20 years and I got my little watch or whatever. Like all of those things at some point, they're the motivation. You're young, you're trying to build a life, right? And it's the motivation. But then at some point there's that switch where you start thinking, just like she said, right? Like it becomes not so much for me, but for people I'll never meet. I forget the quote. I wish somebody would go find it. There's a quote about planting a tree that you will never be under its shade,
Yeah.
right? And the selflessness of that act, right? So I love that, Leah. Derek Childs, what's going on, brother? He said, legacy for me is the lasting impact I create for my family, my children, and future generations through generational wealth. Right. So, and for Derek, it's what he's leaving, and I respect that, especially in today's era, why it's not about money. It's about leaving people like, my dad kind of put us in a bad position. You know what I mean?
As
Like,
did my father.
and so I respect that, taking the time. But see, that's selfless. It's accumulating things that you may not ever reap the benefits for people, that
Hey,
you may
hey, I'm
never
gonna
meet.
tell you something, man. And this is kind of a sensitive subject, but when you take care of your parents and they get older, and they loved you, so to speak,
Yeah.
but they didn't love you like a nourishing parent should love their child, right? Um, but then at the end of their life, you end up taking care of them.
Yeah.
And you do it because you love them and it's respect and manners and all this and that, but it's just so hurtful that they don't want to give you nothing.
Yeah.
And then you got to give them everything,
Yeah.
you know? And it feels kind of awkward going up towards your parents
Yeah.
versus coming down towards you, you know?
Yeah.
It's hurtful when your deadbeat ass daddy don't take care of you, but then you end up being the one taking care of him,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And so I say that about legacy. You don't want to be the guy that your kids are doing that for you.
Mm.
You know, I'm the one that's so hurt that I gotta ask my kids for everything.
Yeah, but there's a different foundation, a different relationship, a different thing. Like that you weren't absent. You know what I'm saying? And for me, here's
But even
legacy.
if I'm not absent and I am not absent, I still want my legacy to be that of I wouldn't put that burden on my babies.
Yeah. And every I think for everyone is different. Zach says legacy equals eternal soul. For me, here's an example of what I mean about legacy. So when I was in the hospital, we had this incident happen. I got four little boys, and they looking at me on how am I gonna handle this?
Yeah.
Am I gonna lay down? Am I gonna stay down? Am I gonna get revenge? Am I gonna lose my anger? What am I gonna do? They was looking at me. And I'm proud that in my legacy I showed them that we get up and we keep going. So, and in their lives later down the line, God forbid I'm not here or whatever, not, and something like that happens to them, they can look back and say, well, this is how my dad handled it.
You left
Like
them example.
I left them an example.
And
And
bro, but not to cut you off, but when we leave them that example, that meaningful example, like when you show them how to navigate a situation that the terrain is so fucked up,
yeah,
whether it's dealing with gangs and violence or whether it's dealing with domestic violence, say you got a woman that's fighting you or she done cheated on you and done brought another man to you and how do you handle that?
mhm,
As a man, do you get gangster? Do you kill a motherfucker? No. Cause that ain't gonna do nothing for you.
yeah,
So them examples for your children, just like my brother told me one time when I was going through it, whether or not I should marry my ex-wife. Now I said ex-wife, so that gives you the answer, right?
mhm,
So whether or not I should marry my ex-wife, my brother said, he said, look at the example that you'll be setting for your son and your kids.
mhm,
And I thought about that and I said, you know what? Even if I fail as a relationship, a marriage, I'll be able to still show my kids the effort, one, and two, if we do fail, I'll show them how to leave a motherfucker without getting all wrapped up into their feelings and like you either got it or you don't, and show my babies that hey, I'm gonna show you how to pick up the pieces.
yes, exactly. So in my opinion, when I think of legacy, that's what I want to leave my kids is showing them how to reasonably deal with adversity, right? Because it's gonna come for all of us at some
Yeah.
point, right? And there are people who that I know, friends, they haven't prepared their babies for the time when they're not going to be there to hold their hand or bail them out of everything, and they're not going to have dealt with anything in life. Because you saved them and you cushioned them every single step of the way, and now they don't know how to do nothing. They call you how do I put soap in the dishwasher? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to each his own. I definitely throughout this whole thing, and I'm just speaking for me. I don't want to come off as like holier than thou or judgmental. I'm just giving my experiences and things that I've learned. It may not ring true for you, and it may not be how you view. But again, that's the purpose of this show and this conversation is for us to talk this through and to have these conversations. So
and some of them gonna be uncomfortable. And again, I'm not trying to come off holier than now, but I am an arrogant brother
yeah,
because I know I'm intelligent. I know how to decipher between good and bad, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
hmm
You dig? And that's gonna rub some people the wrong way all the time.
hmm
And so that's one of them sorry but not sorry things
yeah,
for me. Cause I don't mean to come off arrogant, but at the same time I do set myself apart.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm a person who used to be in a gang.
yeah,
I'm the person that says you can quit a gang.
yeah,
That you don't have to stay in that motherfucker and show these people this and this and that. Like you don't have to be loyal to something that ain't doing shit for you.
yeah.
You dig? So yeah, we gonna ruffle some feathers and we know that. and I don't mean to necessarily, it just
Now, we
kind of
ain't ruffle nobody's feathers, and that wasn't why I was saying it. I just was, it's the point of this show is to have uncomfortable conversation, and at times, you know, that may mean whatever, you know what I mean. But the intention is pure. We're here for a reason, and our purpose is about legacy. And this is us taking responsibility. That's what we're talking about today on episode 9. Um, I do want to say next week will be episode 10, Bob. Congratulations, brother. I mean, I know the journey that we took to get here and how long we've been actually talking about this. And they're like, we took the steps, we got the mics, we got, we did everything we needed to do, and we're here. And now it's like in the past.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that means a lot to me that you jumped out and, dealt with your own, things you were uncomfortable about or your insecurities about being on camera. You done a great job, bro. We've been doing some powerful episodes. We've been having some powerful conversations, and people are learning as we're out in the public. Right, I don't go out in public much. You might catch me at a basketball game or maybe in the store, but like as we see people, we hear, we get messages. So hats off to you, hats off to me. You know
Nah,
what I
for
mean,
sure.
for getting this far.
Nah, man. And I'll say this too, because we said something about it before the podcast, and I'm gonna touch on it again. Since the podcast started, we kind of moved away from creating as the old heads.
Mm-hmm.
And not that we ain't creating, because we over here doing this as the old heads, but it shifted our focus
Mm-hmm.
where we was getting ready to do this whole little music project thing, and not that we ain't, but we got some motion going on this. You pulled in DJ Slice, which got us Mob Town's music,
Mm-hmm.
and we now are able to enjoy Mob Town digitally, which is big for our area.
Mm-hmm.
The history of what we doing. The numerous people I've seen get active.
Yeah.
We talking about 10 episodes that kind of started this. You know what I mean? Not that we wasn't a little active before that, but I see that the motion kind of shifted once we got in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's easy to say shit that you're doing before the camera come on.
Yeah.
But then when the camera come on and you start showcasing this music, people start being able to hear the conversation, the music is powerful, just like the conversation. I don't think we was thinking like that. I think we was just thinking, let's get some motion popping for the music. And now I see us as a real podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like I don't even know that I was even thinking about the podcast as being something real, other than us getting our few little people to mess with the old heads, and
Yeah.
and how many people was that gonna be?
No doubt. And at this point, we've taken our time to get comfortable. We're gonna take a week, maybe 2 weeks off. We haven't decided to add some team members to
Sandra, please.
Yes, add some equipment, and we're gonna keep growing this thing. So when we say next week is our last episode, it's only for what we're calling seasons, right? So this will be the end of season 1, and if you look on the Ol Headz thing, we are giving these away. This device, if you're into personal grooming in your private areas, is great. If you shave your legs, under your arms, in the shower, this device is changing the game right now. You look on Shark Tank coming up in February. We have 3 airings coming up. of Go Nuts. And you can see my friend Landon's journey and how we got here. We have two brand new, spanking new, right here. These retail for $100 a piece. This isn't some just little cheap little device. This is,
And it works very well.
it's great.
I shaved today. Hold on, let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you. This is what Mark Cuban did on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the Shark Tank shit.
Okay, you gonna
check it out.
You can hear it.
You can hear it.
You can hear it.
You hear them? I know that's kind of corny, but I just want to show y'all because I did it last week after I shaved. And this thing really, that's the amazing part about it to me, because I'm a razor dude. I like my razors. And that thing, if you want to get clean, you know what I mean? Because I got a lot of hair. Yeah. If you want to get clean, you could use it on your face, all over, actually.
Yeah, it's got two different heads. This is just one. It pops right off, magnetic, So they're a big supporter of our show. So we are giving this away. If you go to the Ol Headz Facebook page, the instructions on what you need to do, we're just going to pick two people that just help us and who have been engaged and locked in with us. Look on there. It's got the instructions. And yeah, we'll give them away next week. If nobody does all of the things, then we're gonna take them in the next season. Hell, I don't want
nah.
No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, and now I think it's Snowmageddon out here.
Hold on, we got some more people. That Stevie done said something.
Okay,
we got Jamie in there.
Yeah, Stevie said a society grows great when old men plant trees in whose shade they know they shall never sit. That is exactly the
question. Yeah, see there? Yeah. You almost skipped that.
Yeah. Jamie Hewen said there are things we just have to do even if you don't put that on your own. And I think she was responding to you talking about, our parents and stuff. Yeah, so man, great episode. Thank you for everyone that tapped in. Derek Childs, Jamie, Zach, Ezra, Leah, Amber, Stevie. I can't see everybody. This thing is weird. But one of the things we were going to do is maybe just leave this on and play some of the music we've been working on. You can stay, hang out. If it gets to like 0 viewers, we might just cut it off. But, rock out with us. Here's some of the stuff. I will be honest, and I know Bob's kind of got his Leroy glow right now too, but I got my Leroy glow. I've been, my songwriting is surprising and amazing.
Yeah, this is actually going to be big because we don't ever share Tone's music because Tone's kind of a little more private, and these are newer songs, not newer, they're new songs.
Yeah.
And I'm sharing a lot of old songs. So let's get that clear. Yeah. The old songs just got to get out. They've been stored away for a long time.
Yeah.
But Tone's really coming into his own, and he's not a big sharer when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And I was going to do it on my own. So this is actually kind of dope to where he's actually here and I'm not just doing some weird shit, sharing his music. Yeah. But he worked good on, he gave me permission. Yeah. But that's, that ain't something I really do where I just get wrapped up in other people's music. But that's my dog. He done put together some good music. I'm always cocky about my music. Everybody know that. So I ain't even gonna sit here and brag about myself. I'm gonna brag about my dude. And together we bringing y'all these conversations that we having in music form. But even better because we ain't got to none of the conversations that the music done touched on.
Yeah.
We touch on a lot in our music.
Yeah. It's been very therapeutic for me, man. I'm actually like getting some shit out that I needed to get out. Like for me, I have plans. one of our plans is to, not for these songs to be for us, to, sell and get out here and get some songs in the world. I want a
Yeah.
Grammy, and that's the level of work I'm striving for. That's the level of work we're
I've
both
always
striving
I've
for.
always wanted a Grammy, which
Yeah.
is why I write the way I write, and I'm so on that perfection shit.
Yeah.
And same as you, that's what I dig, and that's why when we be out here talking about like we them guys, because you really don't like to do that.
Yeah.
You even when you listen to these music that you did, it's in the form of not very braggadocious at all. It's looking within, um, looking in the mirror, dealing with self.
Yeah.
It's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
My music is vulnerable and braggadocious somewhat,
Yeah.
because I got it's just the energy thing, I want to, not that I want to fight, but I just want to be ready.
Yeah. And it's part of the territory where we come from culturally. We're really
Yeah.
aggressive, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the mics off. Give me a couple minutes to load some songs in and hang
Can we
out
cut
with
the
us.
mic back on if we want to, though?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
We're
'Cause
just gonna cut them off. Like I don't want to. Like the music will be playing. Ain't no point in hearing us over there doing what
But
we
if
doing.
we got some people actually around, I
Yeah, I'm
wouldn't
gonna be
mind
in the
talking
chat.
about it.
I'm gonna be in the chat. Yeah, so hang out. This is rare. Like Bob said, this is rare for me to share like this. So I hope y'all enjoy. You probably won't hear these songs again.
Yeah,
For a while.
let's hear your song. Actually, let's do this. Let's do like one of your songs, one of my songs, so we don't get them caught up into because your song got a lot of healing going on. So, and mine do too. I don't even know what songs I picked, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I gave them no.
Yeah. So we're gonna cut the mics off. If you hang out with us, great. Much love. If not, we'll see you next week. If you want one of these groundbreaking, first ever in the world, Kansas inventor, patent holded devices.
Hold on, and bro, I wanted to say this about this device.
Yeah.
I got a Mo. You see that?
Yeah.
No, it's not a Mo. I got a beauty mark.
Yeah.
And my mama said it was a beauty mark, my nigga. And it ain't. I'm nervous around this beauty mark. Like I really take and this is the first device that I've actually been able to just put on the motherfucker. Yeah. And because of the design, it's gonna get it.
Yeah.
And
that's dope. And I will say that he loved that thing before any of this popped off. That was Bob's device. So yeah, get on there, follow the instructions. We're gonna cut the mics off, we're gonna cut the lights down, and we're gonna hang out for a minute, man. So much love.
Truth is the first song requested.
Truth is. All right, I'll play Truth Is
first.
first.
That's the old song, ain't it? You got two songs called Truth Is?
It's one of the new ones. Let me all right, we cutting off for a minute. Give me
Truth is, the game is rigged. Truth is, the politics elected. And truth is, ain't no way to win. Truth is, make me who I am. They lied to me, sold me on a dream. Said stay true to it, bet your life on a triple beam. Packs move in, packs move out. Easy way in, harder way out. No love to be found, each one for their own. No fruits being born, no seeds being sown. Started out with the team, now you all alone. Reflecting on mistakes you made, but how could you have known? Truth is, the game is rigged. Truth is, politics elected. Truth is, ain't no way to win. Truth is, made me who I am. Thought you were the one until them bullets start popping. And thought that man was solid till them pleas started copping. Then walls closing in, it's death around the corner. Everybody outside till that pressure get applied. Yeah, death before dishonor. Daylight, gon' go check on your mama. Daylight, sticking to the code. Daylight, gon' pay what they owe. Daylight, truth is, the game is rigged. Truth is, the politics elected. Truth is, ain't no way to win. Truth is, made me who I am. Truth is, daylight, daylight. Truth is, daylight. Truth is, truth is.
All right, thank y'all. I see the feedback. Yeah, that's that. I like that one a lot. Let me know. Y'all want us to alternate one Bob, one Tom?
Bro. Just play what you want.
All right, yeah. Shit.
Light breaks through the window. Why is this quiet so loud? Not used to this tempo. Now that the fires went out. Where do you go when you can go anywhere? What do you do when you can do anything? Aim at the moonlight, shoot for the stars. Snatch out the daylight, start where you are. This is day one, not one day. Ain't got it all worked out, still going anyway. Starts on day one, not one day. Ain't get it all figured out, still going anyway. This is day one, not one day. Ain't got it all worked out, still going anyway. Starts with day one, not one day. Ain't get it all figured out, still going anyway. Moves no longer self-inflicted, out my own way. Old habits try to creep back in, outside they gon' stay. These days I listen more, have less to say. It's a marathon, go pace by pace, race by race. Choosing beats like it chose me back. Got my release, I ain't going back. This is day one, not one day. Ain't got it all worked out, still going anyway. Starts on day one, not one day. Ain't get it all figured out, still going anyway. This is day one, not one day. Ain't got it all worked out, still going anyway. Starts on day one, not one day. Ain't get it all figured out, still going anyway. Can't Won't get there ever if you don't start with day one. Can't dream forever that one day might come. Won't get there ever if you don't start with day one. This is day one, not one day, ain't got it all worked out. Starts with day one, not one day, ain't get it all figured out. Oh, day one. Day one. Oh, one day one. Day one. Not that pressure is building. That pressure, can you feel it? That pressure. That pressure, They say it bust pipes or it make diamonds. Which one it gon' be? When it's your time? And guess we about to see what's on the inside. Everyone a G till that pressure get applied. They say it bust pipes or it make diamonds. Which one it gon' be? When it's your time? And guess we about to see what's on the inside. Everyone a G till that pressure get applied. It was all good just a week ago. Pressure started building, you ain't even know. He started to rise, tension tightened up. Something ain't right, feel it in your gut. Stairs start getting cold, handshakes ain't matching smiles. Calls start drying up, no one left to die. Feel them closing in, heart been running left. With every move you make, feel it starting to crack. That pressure, they say it bust pipe or it make diamond. Which one it gon' be? When it's your time? I guess we about to see what's on the inside. Everyone a G till that pressure get applied. They say it bust pipes or it make diamonds. Which one it gon' be? When it's your time? I guess we about to see what's on the inside. Everyone a G till that pressure get applied. That pressure is building. That pressure, can you feel it? That pressure, that pressure. They say it bust pipes or it make diamonds. Which one it gon' be? When it's your time? And guess we about to see what's on the inside. Everyone a G till that pressure get applied. They say it bust pipes or it make diamonds. Which one it gon' be? When it's your time? Guess we about to see what's on the inside. Everyone a G till that pressure get applied. Selfish, kept it all about me. Impatient, I need what I need. Guarded, it's hard to open up. Afraid, got some issue with trust. Should've been more attentive, more consistent, more committed. I admit it, less impulsive, more protective, more supportive, more forgiving. But you don't know what you don't know. You just go, stumble your way down the road till it implodes. Had to slow it down, take a look inside, feedback on the ground, put my pride aside. Time to take accountability, that's on me. Find my way to some humility, through the debris. No, it ain't all on me, now I finally see. I had to take accountability and put some work in on me. listen closer. I apologize, I pray this brings you closure. More damage than I realize. I know it's not all on me, but I admit my part. Silence my ego, this come from the heart. The good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad. If I could do it all again, I'd choose a different path. Had to slow it down, take a look inside. Feedback on the ground, put my pride aside. Time to take accountability, that's on me. Find my way to some humility, through the debris. No, it ain't all on me, now I finally see. I had to take accountability and put some work in on me. Accountability. Truth is, the game is rigged. Truth is, the politics elected. And truth is, ain't no way to win. Truth is, make me who I am. They lied to me, sold me on a dream. Said stay true to it, bet your life on a triple beam. Packs move in, packs move out. Easy way in, harder way out. No love to be found, each one for their own. No fruits being born, no seeds being sown. Started out with the team, now you all alone. Reflecting on mistakes you made, but how could you have known? Truth is, the game is rigged. Truth is, politics elected. Truth is, ain't no way to win. Truth is, made me who I am. Thought you were the one until them bullets started popping. And thought that man was solid till them pleas started copping. Then walls closing in, it's death around the corner. Everybody outside till that pressure get applied. Yeah, death before dishonor. Daylight, gon' go check on your mama. Daylight, sticking to the code. Daylight, gon' pay what they owe. Daylight, truth is, the game is rigged. Truth is, the politics elected. Truth is, ain't no way to win. Truth is, made me who I am. Truth is, daylight, daylight. Truth is, daylight. Truth is, truth is.
In these lanes,
They be doing things, such a fast pace, it's not a game.
in these lanes,
Where you go to get your change, stay alert, watch your back, homie, use your brain.
in these lanes,
Thugs be known to hang,
Players slanging, hustling, the gangsta bang.
In these lanes,
They pack strap, ready for a jack. Anything can happen to a nigga just like I hustle in these streets, been moving for years. I done my time, just got back from doing my year. Same haters in there, same ones out here. Learn to listen with your eyes and look with your ears. You gon' see and hear things you won't wanna accept. It's like a chess game, partner, you don't wanna get checked. Keep praying for the best, expect the worst. Accept the truth, even when it hurts. Keep your enemies close, your friends at bay. Every nigga don't need to know where you stay. Real men don't play under no circumstances. Already bad enough we taking penitentiary chances. Ain't it obvious how people wanna see you fall? Got the haters coming out from every angle, dog. So I'm through with letting niggas get close to me. I'ma keep y'all haters where you supposed to be.
in these lanes,
They be doing things, such a fast pace, it's not a game.
in these lanes,
Where you go to get your change? Stay alert, watch your back, homie, use your brain.
in these lanes,
Thugs beating on the hang. Players slanging, hustling, the gangsters bang.
in these lanes,
They pack strap, ready for a jack. Anything can happen to a nigga just like that. Is you in the game just for fun, homie? Keep telling y'all niggas, better to get your money. Pay what you owe, pay the rent where you stay. Pay your dues in the game, don't serve where you lay. Get a game respect, always do the math. Here's what you gotta get what you gotta have. Now understanding that, then you gotta know why. Why we keep it poppin' like the 4th of July. Cause they don't get my people, they share. Turn their noses up at us and treat us unfair. I swear I gotta grind with my back against the grain. Y'all got it fucked up, y'all thinking it's a game.
in these lanes,
They be doing things, such a fast pace, it's not a game.
in these lanes,
Where you go to get your change? Stay alert, watch your back, homie, use your brain.
in these lanes,
Thugs be known to hang. Players slanging, hustling, the gangsta bang.
in these lanes,
They pack strap, ready for a jack. Cause anything can happen to a nigga just like that. It's not a game. It's not a game.
Fuck what you talking about. Fuck who you screwing. You said you wanted out, so I let you do it. Nowadays all you bras wanna pass the blame. Take advantage of a good man and call him lame. This ain't my first rodeo. When women get bored, get to doing dumb shit, cause she feeling ignored. I've seen this before, manipulation 101. Baby, that's alright with me, be white, gonna let you run. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll be. Look what you did. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look what you did. See what you did to me. I'll be. Look what you did. Yeah. See what you did to me. See the thing about me, I ain't about to share. It's all about respect, I swear I dare. Nothing ever fair, I don't care. For better or worse, real love is rare. Married the wrong woman, so thankful for divorce. But I love being hitched, I'm right back on my horse. Now I get to shine, now I know what not to do. Next time I choose my wife, I bet I ain't no fool. Oh, I'll be. Oh, I'll be. Look what you did, kid. Yeah. Oh, I'll be. Oh, I'll be. Look what you did, kid. See what you did to me. Back in the stable, I swear to keep pushing. Never tripping on a bitch, please. I'ma get the book. Yeah. Moving on up. I think I'm George and Weezy. Yeah. Me and my new boo, we making shit look easy. Yeah. Nowadays, with things a breeze. grass is really greener. I bought my boo a ring and I put it on her finger. Really, I don't mean to rub it in her face. Be white, rest my case, this for my niggas, feel my pain. Oh, I'll be, yeah. Oh, I'll be, yeah. Look what you did, kid, yeah. Oh, I'll be, yeah. Look what you did, kid. See what you did to me. I'll be,
From 8th and New Jersey to 11th Avenue. If you ain't from the east side, you haven't got a clue. Got me reminiscing about the old days and what we've been through. Got me missing my Aunt Dolly, man. I'm cracking me a brew. I love you to the moon, I love you.
caught up on my grind, I'm in the spot getting mine. I realizing I'll be gone for a real long time. My mind got me to thinking my dreams that keep on sinking. My kids don't deserve none of the shit that I keep on bringing. I need divine intervention. See, these hoes ain't stop snitching. I got caught slipping, guess that's what I get for not paying attention. Much big pimping gone to waste, just replaced with a case with a record like mine. No telling how much I face, but I'ma roll before I go and let the story be told. Said I'm a real ass nigga, so out the prison we go. Said I'ma roll before I go, let the story be told. Said I'm a real ass nigga, so out the prison we go. Do as I say, not as I do, let the record reflect. To me I was a fool, yeah, out here angry, wild and acting crazy, but who and not a lies in mine. Little niggas thought I was cool. Do as I say, not as I do, let the record reflect. To me I was a fool, yeah, all that time in that cage by myself, who and not a lies in mine. Little niggas thought I was cool. It's hard to be positive in such a negative world, but that won't stop me from taking care of my boy and my girls. For a heart so big I seem to never know when they out to try to get me, who really be my friends. But if I take away the ends and everything that's plush, really don't know who in the hell I trust. Cause there's no one left, but I'm so dead. So I stay and rock the mic, cause there's no one left. I must confess, boy, I'm realer than the most you heard. All I got left now is my heart and my word. Cause my balls got me caught up, nigga, and now I'm shot up. It won't be long before these pigs come to lock up. At least I'm still breathing, rising every day and achieving. And oh yes, Lord, I'm breathing, believing in you. It got me checking my ways. What I didn't know then, a nigga know today. And it's a thin line between love and hate. Have my people pray for me while I'm locked upstate. Said it's a thin line between love and hate. Have my people pray for me while I'm locked upstate. You better do what I say, not what I do. Listen what I tell you. Yeah. As I reflect on this game, see what it did to me. Ever since I was a kid, it seemed like my destiny. Cause I've been hustling from the start, make me feel I'm a curse. Sitting in church, shutting every time the preacher hit me with a verse. And I don't know if it's the Holy Ghost to make me wanna repent, but I know that I feel good every time the Lord's present. So I gotta represent, get my shit right. Learn to appreciate the little things that I overlook in life. Like the air that I breathe, the light that I lead. I know I'm a better man than what I've proven to be. I guess my ends by any means, and it's destroying my character. They criminalize everything us niggas do in America. Please don't nobody hate on us, cause we can't even see straight. The early days we done paid, our ancestors were slaves. I'ma keep talking shit till I go to my grave. And y'all gon' feel be white until my mission is made. I'll be going on the internet, ripping these bars, spreading knowledge to the world, no matter how far. I'll keep hopping on the internet, ripping these bars, giving game to my people. We done made it this far. Do as I say, not as I do, let the record reflect. To me I was a fool, yeah, out here angry, wild and acting crazy, doing not a lies in mine. Little niggas thought I was cool. Do as I say, not as I do, let the record reflect. To me I was a fool, yeah, all that time in that cage by myself, doing not a lies in mine. Little niggas thought I was cool.
Hi, Grandma. Oh. Hi, Grandma. Can you say hi, Grandma? Hi, Grandma. Can you say I miss you, Grandma? I miss you, Grandma. For real, I know I miss my mama so much. I can close my eyes and see her, but I can't touch. It's breaking my heart, so I really don't know what to do. So and see her, but I can't touch. It's breaking my heart, so I really don't know what to do. So I'ma close my eyes till I come and join you. Mama, watch over your baby, the streets they crazy. I've been kinda paranoid lately. I damn near lost my mind when you died, but I won't let that break me. You want me to stay strong, so you know I'ma do that just for you. Say the Lord got you now, so mama please ask him to see us through. It seems like every day I'ma take this walk down memory lane. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it helps ease my pain. I miss you, baby, but I know you're in a better place. One look in the mirror, and I see you, mama, up on my face. It's break me down, but it lifts me high. I don't know why I can't let go when I know we're born to live and die. It's make me cry, so I send a shout out to you. I miss you, baby, and I don't know what to do. I know I miss my mama so much. I can close my eyes and see her, but I can't touch. Breaking my heart, so I really don't know what to do. So I'ma close my eyes till I come and join you. I know I miss my mama so much. I can close my eyes and see her, but I can't touch. Breaking my heart, so I really don't know what to do. So I'ma close my eyes till I come and join you. Mama, when you left, the Lord knew best. You need your rest. Nevertheless, my mind's a mess. Writing these songs help relieving my stress. Can't nothing remove this pain but a bullet to the brain. So I'ma calm down. Thinking too hard made me insane. When I think about our past, them days we missed. Your problem with them drugs made me wanna quit slanging this shit. Trying to make these hits just come up, baby. Will it pay me? I don't know, maybe. I'm a nigga with my head cut off, run around looking crazy. Won't work, cause I'm lazy. Mama, ain't nothing changed, just my game. Cause my environment is all the same. And it's pain, I turn to Jesus for help. So I'ma let you go and rest, quit thinking about. Say, I know I miss my mama so much. I can close my eyes and see her, but I can't touch. It's breaking my heart, so I really don't know what to do. So I'ma close my eyes till I come and join you. I know I miss my mama so much. I can close my eyes and see her, but I can't touch. It's breaking my heart, so I really don't know what to do. So I'ma close my eyes till I come and join you. Say I miss you, grandma. Bye bye, grandma. I miss you. I love you. Tell her you love her. I love you. Okay, thank you, baby. I love you.
Much love, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.